Okay, guys. So somebody asked me this question yesterday. I will just be here because I'm waiting for the bus. The person asked me, Milton, I have 4 million CFR and I want to move to a European country, but I do not know where to go. So this is my answer to this person. And I want to say that if you also belong to this category, guys, it will be important for you to always remember this thing I'm going to say now. Now, if you look at this money, 4 million is not really that much. Yeah, it's a lot of money, but looking at the equivalence, okay, because according to this person, he doesn't have any other sponsor, which I totally understand. We are all in that pot of soup together, right? It's already cold, guys. So 4 million, looking at it, the first option I will tell you is if you have opportunities or possibilities to look for scholarships, that is option number one. But while looking for scholarships, I may not be looking directly into the camera because I am going somewhere and the bus might be coming. So I have to be checking because if you miss the bus, you miss the bus. So back to the question, 4 million may not be a lot of money. Looking at it, if you really want to go to a good country, and you always need to understand that there are countries in Europe that are great. Okay, when I say great, I'm talking about the top countries in the European Union where we have, I mean, the bigger boys. The bigger boys say I'm talking about these countries with higher GDPs, right? So if you really want to enter most of these countries, I'm talking about countries like Switzerland, Norway, Luxembourg, Netherlands, Denmark, Iceland, Ireland, Sweden, Germany, you understand, Belgium. These are the top countries I'm talking about. If you Google them, you are going to see this. So if you want to enter these countries, it's going to be a little bit complicated. It's going to be a little bit difficult. But what can you do now if you really want to go there? Well, it's either you get some money, but since your money is just 4 million, it may not be possible because you need to pay tuition fee. You also need to do proof of funds. Then maybe there are some little fees you need to pay, like a visa fee, maybe residence permit. If you are going to a country that will give you residence permit at the same time when you are applying for the visa, you understand all these fees. You also need to do the payment, and equally you have to maybe do tuition deposit and probably maybe also do flights, also pay for your flights if you get the visa or residence permit. So this is what you need to know. It's not going to be that easy. And I want to say that the first option, like I gave you, was the option for the scholarship. But now scholarship is very competitive. What else can you do? If you cannot enter most of these countries, I think the best thing to do is to look at the other ones. Maybe the smaller boys. The smaller boys say I'm talking about those that are below these top countries. Now we are talking about places like Hungary. We are talking about places like maybe Poland. Though Poland is difficult now to enter in Europe, we are also talking about places like Lithuania, Malta, right? But hey, do not be thinking that you can enter these places with a family because it's going to be very difficult for you to move alone. First of all, with that amount, remember your money is 4 million CFA francs. 4 million is not, I think 4.4 is like 6,700 euros. So it's not even up to 6,700 euros from my calculation. So please consider moving to these smaller options, these smaller countries here. I'm talking about these boys I just listed. Though they are not even small because you still have to pay a lot of money. You understand what I mean? Yeah, there is a lot of money you still have to pay. And in this case, I would just say that find every means. You can even apply to Slovakia. All right, you can apply for schools in Slovakia, you can apply for schools in Bulgaria, but understand that once you decide to choose these options, it's never going to be that easy. Okay, because there is a lot of paperwork involved, and trust me, if you are not really familiar with the procedures, you will not be able to do all these processes. I'm just telling you so that you know, because a lot of people don't seem to understand how study abroad works. With 4 million, if you are alone, you do not have maybe somebody who can support you, somebody who can give you proof of funds. It's going to be very difficult, guys. Very difficult, trust me on this. But again, it is an option. You can always try it because nothing is easy. But like I said, forget about the big boys and target the smaller countries in the European Union. I gave you Lithuania, I gave you Poland, I gave you Hungary, I gave you Malta. I gave you Slovakia, Slovenia, Bulgaria. All right, these are places with smaller tuition fee. So take a look at them, then hopefully you can move abroad. It's never going to be easy. Like I said, start your application early. And also remember that I am of the opinion that the more you apply to many schools, the advantage you will get. All right. Good luck. I have to go now. My boss is here. Bye bye, guys. So let me give you an update of something. I am just coming from the IND office. It's behind this building that you see, about 2 minutes walk. Yeah, so I'm currently in a city called Zwolle in the Netherlands. So I came to give my biometrics. Biometrics basically means that you come, they take a snapshot of your face, and also you give them one fingerprint, right? Now, basically, I will be looking towards the road, so because there are a lot of cars here. Basically, in the Netherlands, I am doing renewal, right? Yeah. So when I came, I also gave them my fingerprints. Now, I'm explaining this thing to new international students so that they understand how the process is, right? So when you come, you are going to come somewhere. I think maybe Zuela, it depends on your location. For me, the nearest I could get was this one. So I didn't want to go to other places. So when you come, you will have to give them biometrics for them to give you a residence permit. The collection point for residence permit would be somewhere different, all right? Last year when I came, I took mine from Utrecht. Those of you who are coming, you will also collect yours from maybe Utrecht. I think everybody collects from Utrecht. Yeah. So that's what is going to happen. However, you need to understand that the biometrics you are coming to give them, you do not pay for it. Remember, before you come here, your school already applied for your visa and you paid some money to them for 243 euros, which was for the money was for residence permit and visa application fee. Look at the very nice structure behind. So when you get here, you are just going to come and give them these details. Then after that, they will now produce the document for you. So you have to note that it's very important. Now, there is something I want to say which relates to the Netherlands. I think I will have to stand here so I don't go very far. There are new updates in the country, and some people are saying it's already effective. It's not yet effective, all right, which is about the citizenship thing, when to get a Dutch passport. Well, a bill has been passed. According to the bill, the one that if you are coming here as an international student, for those who are coming as family um, reunion, what I mean by family reunion, I'm talking about if your husband is here already, then you come to visit him or to join him, your case is different. Then, or your wife, okay, or your parents are here, if you come to join them, your case is different. But if you are coming here as a student, right, you have at least 5 years for now. The procedure is 5 years. The normal process is 5 years, according to the government. But there is a new law, a new bill that has been passed. And according to the bill, they want to make it now 10 years. Unfortunately, it might, but for the bill, it has not been approved yet. So once it's approved, I will also inform you people because we are also checking the IND website, right? Now, it might be approved and they say, okay, it's for new students who are just coming in. They might say, okay, it's for everybody. They might say, because I believe that if it's approved, it should be for those who are coming. Okay, let's say if they approve it next year, then those who are coming next year, it will take effect with them. Something like that. We are not certain yet, but let's see what is going to happen. So I am walking to the train station now in Zwolle to take a train back to my city. And yeah, it didn't take me 10 minutes. I think I sat in there, took a ticket. You must come via appointment. So your school is going to be in charge. Your school will send an email to you telling you to come and give them the details, right? all those things, check your emails. Those of you who are coming here as students, check your emails. You're going to find the information. They will send you an email and ask you to book an appointment. Once you book the appointment on that date, if you find the date, then you will come here and give them your fingerprints. Well, they just told me mine would take maximum 2 weeks. So I'm expecting anything from next week because I'm not a new student. So my case is a little bit different. Wow, where's the train station? Okay, in front. So that is what it is. If you are moving to the Netherlands, know that there are changes, and the Netherlands is not cheap. I keep saying it all the time, right? This is not a cheap country, so you should always remember all these things I'm telling you. And also, if you want to apply for any institution, go to studyinthenetherlands.nl. Once you type that, you are going to see the list of all state universities in this country, right? Then you can choose which one you want to apply to and do your application. Before you apply, please make sure you check tuition fee. It's very important. Tuition fee is very important. And remember, you cannot pay. You must follow the instructions. Read the school website very well and know what is written there before you begin. Don't get admission at the end of the day, you cannot pay. And remember, if you come here as a student and you drop out of school, your residence will be revoked. This is not even a joke. They don't joke here. I'm telling you from experience. I had to check the post box I'm using now, my own, which is connected to my room. The person who was in there was a student. I think I picked like 5 that were dropped for him, right? And I noticed that he didn't go to school anymore. I don't know where he is. Anyways, that's his issue. So guys, that's the information. Yeah, I'm at the train station, so I need to take my train now and move. So see you guys in our next